Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you. Well, good evening. Welcome to the 2023 community meeting. For the ones I haven't seen, Happy New Year. Hope your New Year at least been starting off well. We're gonna go ahead and get started. We're gonna open up in prayer, and Chaplain Hill, can you please open us up in prayer?
I will bow our heads. Lord, we thank you for this day, the day that you have made. We ask that you bless this community meeting, Lord. Remember our mayor, remember this 11th precinct, this community. Remember our Commander Pritchett and Captain Johnson and those that serve under them in this area. We ask for your protection around this area, that your will be done. We ask for wisdom, that it flows like a river. These blessings we ask in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you. Quite sure all of you know who I am, but Kim Jackson, President of the 11th Precinct Police Community Relations Council. I see my treasurer online, Mr. Leon Wire. Hi there, good evening, and thank you for attending. And I see my Sergeant of Arms, Judith Yalder. Hi, Judith, and thank you for attending as well. We're gonna get right into our police report. I know you guys have probably have things to do, so.
Okay. I'm gonna start off, I'm Captain Johnson. I'm gonna start off just with some preliminary statistics, year to date for our precinct. Our criminal homicides are down 20% to 4 from 5. Our sexual assaults are down 18.2%. Our aggravated assaults are up 37.4% to 158 from 115. Our non-fatal shootings are steady at 10 from last year. Robberies are the same, 22 for this year and last year. Our carjackings are down 5 to 4. Burglaries are down 39.6%. Larcenies are up 14.5%. And our motor vehicle thefts are up 29.4%. So just in an overview of our crime in our area, some of the things that I wanted to say that can help. One thing is that if you notice anything in your neighborhood that's out of order or anybody that's unusual and you know you've had a break-in the area, please, by all means, please contact the station so that we can get your statement or that we can see anybody unusual so we can investigate them. Because we're definitely doing everything we can to combat the burglaries in our area. Motor vehicle thefts, those are driven by some older Chevrolets with their steering columns, but also, as we all know, unfortunately, the Kias are very, very hot. So I believe we still have some anti-theft devices at the 11th precinct. So if you own a Kia and you would like and I don't know if it's a name brand club or not, but it's a device very similar to a club, please, please, please come to the station and get it, because we want you to be able to have your vehicle so you can go where you need to go. The last thing, the larcenies. Please, when you park your vehicles, wherever you park them, and I don't care where it is, downtown, here, wherever it is, don't leave things in your car. Yeah, you sit on tape. So don't leave things in your car. Don't leave change in your, I know I guess I don't have ashtrays anymore, in your cup holder. Don't do that. Don't leave backpacks, book bags. Don't leave that stuff in your car because you are asking somebody to break into your car. If you're going somewhere and you have a bag and you're not going to take it inside where you're going, put it in your trunk when you leave your house. Don't wait till you get where you're going and then let the person see you put it in the trunk. So those are just some of the tips. And I'm going to turn it over to the commander, but those are some of the things that we've noticed and some of the things that we're doing as well. Oh, the last thing I do want to mention is that we are still working on our sexual assault reduction task force in the John R area, trying to address the prostitution and the related crimes in the John R area. So we are working on that.
Good evening, everyone. I just wanted everyone to know that number 11, our numbers are trending in the right direction. We had a little small uptick beginning of the year with robberies. Some of the Family Dollars, the General Dollars were being targeted in number 11 as well as citywide. But those have seemed to kind of ease off a little bit. As the captain said, we're having an issue with larcenies, and people don't understand or think that if I leave $1 in the ashtray, my car is safe. They will break in for that $1. Just be mindful where you park and make sure it's well lit. I would say, like, we have a garage, utilize your garage to park the vehicle in. Remove all those flower pots and those extra bicycles and those extra sofas that you're not using. And use your garage for your vehicle. And that way, I haven't heard of anyone broke into a garage and taking a car. So there's those little things that we can do that can minimize you becoming victims of crime. A homicide, as you know, yesterday there was officer involved shooting at 7 Mile in Sherwood. Thank God our officers were not injured. From what we know, there was a shootout between two cars on 7 Mile in the middle of the day. I think it's around 2 o'clock in the daytime. Two cars, we don't know if it was road rage that initiated it or whatever. But our officers had stopped, turned around and stopped the vehicle, and they encountered gunfire. By God's grace, they were not injured. So just be mindful when you out here. If someone blows the horn at you, ignore them. Because if you get upset, it enrages them, and we have a road rage incident, you might end up getting hurt. I wish everyone would put on their patience hat when they're driving, but they all don't. Little things like that can save you a lot of harm in the end result. So that's about it for number 11. We got 2 new officers yesterday. These 2 had left the department and went to Warren and came back. So and we received 3 new officers like 2 weeks ago from the academy. So Chief White has promised me more help over here, and we're getting it slowly but surely. We are getting the bodies, because we are definitely in need of additional personnel, and we're doing the best we can with what we have. So number 11 on the whole is we're doing a phenomenal job over here. Captain and I stay in conversation what we can do to help the precinct to make it a safer place for you all, and it's going in the right direction. That's all I have right now. Any questions for me?
We have any questions for the captain or the commander? What? No one? It's all we have in the room. Okay. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let, I'll let you go first.
Is there anything on the books that allows unlicensed cars to be parked on the street?
No, you can't park an unlicensed vehicle on the street. It can be towed, correct, Sergeant?
That is correct.
Well, in our neighborhood, almost every block, there are unlicensed cars. People, no license plate, and they park them on the street, and they're staying weeks and months,
So are these just parked cars, or these people are coming and going?
not coming and going, parked cars, not moving.
Okay, see me after this meeting, we'll get a list of all of those cars, so we can do something with that.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And I'll see you as well, because it's the same on my street.
Okay, you bring that, man. Same over your street.
One thing, okay.
Yeah, we have one recently abandoned vehicle on our block. It's right at the corner of Lance at Van Dyke. Looks like the wheel, the tire shredded, and the vehicle was just left there. It's been there now going on a week.
Okay, can you give us a call at 596-1118, and you can give us a vehicle description, what type of make or model and color of that vehicle?
Right, and it still has the license plate on it too, so we have that as well.
Okay, yeah, make sure you call the number. I think somebody may be in there now to answer the phone.
All right, thank you. I'm calling.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You have a question?
Yes, ma'am, I got a couple. Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Two things, in our area, we had,
I'm sorry, so what area?
I don't know, we do sectors or what, I'm over by
Give me the street, your.
Greendale, Rixdale,
Rixdale.
Hawthorne Street.
Okay.
Okay. So we had, my wife had called me, I was working next door in my shop. And my wife called me and said, the police are out front and they're patrolling. And I said, well, let me go out and see what's going on. This was about 6 o'clock in the evening, dark, this winter time. Police car on Greendale Street. And it had stopped at Hawthorne Street. Another car came to the alley between Bricksdale and Greendale and blocked the street. I was just sitting there. I didn't know what was going on. But I just happened to be walking out there while they were out patrolling. I didn't know what was going on. The second incident, it was a week later. There's police officers running through my yard. Checked the garage door, checked the van. I also seen them on Bricksdale. We saw patrol cars running up and down. Now, my question is, if there's something going on in your area, do you have a way of warning the residents in that area? Just like they had at Michigan State when they had the incident over there, the shooting. Is there any way that you can alert the neighbors about something going on in your area? I called the city, I talked to an officer up here, he didn't know what was going on, he didn't have any record of those two incidents.
We have some called Detroit Alert 365. You get it so you can sign up for it today and then alert Detroit Alert 365.
So now I'm thinking of the Michigan State.
Like the Amber Alert, we don't have per se like for neighborhood, but we do have, with something happens, like if there's a shelter in place or barricaded gunman situation, the news will come out and say something like that, or our public info. I don't think we have anything that, no, I'm saying as far as if there was a barricaded gunman, they want you to shelter in place, they wouldn't be outside. If there's you will be notified via the news, they come on like breaking news but I don't think the city of Detroit have anything right now that if there's police doing a chase of someone on foot in your neighborhood, you would be made aware of that. A lot of times, we don't know until it's over. Command officer, we don't know, officers get police runs and what happens until it's over and there's a use of force or someone's arrested for various offenses. Then we're notified.
Okay. Because, it could have been a different situation.
Correct.
I could have walked into something and innocent bystander, I could have been put on.
Definitely, we're bringing that to my DC,
I appreciate that.
because that's something that I think is valuable.
Had that a couple of times, had a decision as well in my neighborhood, so.
Okay, what I'm gonna say though, with this card that she just gave, that's the system that we're trying to start within the neighborhoods. Get enough people in your neighborhoods, then when this alert comes out, the neighbors will be able to alert each other. But as far as what Michigan State and most campuses have, we don't have that type of system. It's a little bit small. Some of our precincts are bigger than some of these little cities where the houses, so it's a little easier for them to do that. But this is a system that the city is trying to start doing. If, the more neighborhoods get signed up for it, then eventually we're gonna have a system like that, and they'll all be connected. So we're in the infancy stages of that right now. But we're starting to try to get that on a neighborhood by neighborhood basis.
Okay, so that sounds good. That kind of ties into my next question. In Ohio, they had the derailments. They had a couple of derailments. We had one here in the city of Detroit. Is there anything in place for evacuation of residents in case you have a derailment with possible chemical cars?
I'm sure there's a if this train is carrying toxic material and the train derails, I'm sure there's gonna be a public service announcement come out to let everybody know, like in Ohio, that the train, if it's a derailment that does not pose any injury or any harm to you because there's nothing toxic on it, it might not be immediate notification, but if it's toxic and the gases can cause death, you will be notified immediately.
Well, in Ohio, they didn't even know what they had. They didn't know what they were carrying. They never, because they always say, well, we didn't know what was on that train. We didn't know, the manifest did not say
What they was carrying.
what the freight was, because it was a mystery.
So I would imagine that they were out of compliance, which I think that that's part of the issues that they've uncovered.
Right, they
Is
had-
that they're not following the.
Okay,
the
so
regulations.
if you got anything else with that, I appreciate it, you can let us all
I
know.
definitely will look into it. If you wanna go into further
And
detail.
if I can, so, all the MPOs citywide last week, we had a meeting, regarding this, alert 365. And so, it is, being built out to be able to do some of these things that you mentioned. And so, like if there's like say a barricaded gunman situation over in a certain area, they'll have the ability downtown to just hit that zip code, and everybody in that zip code that registered has their phone, and that zip code will get that alert, saying, hey, lock your doors or whatever the case like that. But the main thing, what we need to do, and we were, so to kind of share with you guys is, share with everybody else, because when we get everybody built into it, when we get everybody's information, everybody log into it, it's free, don't cost you nothing. Then we will be able to, notify you guys for a lot of those major things like the, barricaded gunman or the, any other, serious situations and things like that.
Now, with this one card reader here, take care of, I can give this to the neighbors, or do I need to take a card for each?
Yeah, you can share with the neighbor, they
Just
can,
one?
there's a QR code, we have some more on the back.
Once they scan it, it pops up on your phone, you fill out the information. So whoever you give that, they scan it, they're gonna have the same information.
So one of the advantages, like, so you say like a Michigan State, so my son goes to Michigan State. And one of the advantages that a system like that has, they already have the people signed up. So when you sign up for class, when you sign up, then you already put it into the system. So then that makes, they can use that for whatever they want to use it for alerts and whatnot. So when we get this rolled out, we get as many people as we can, so we'll have a database where we can notify everybody.
Okay, thank you.
So we'll see if we can.
And Mr. Underwood, when it comes to train derail, we're some of the first people who get notified of a train derail. And in fact, if there's a chemical leak on a train derailment, then it's gonna be the police department's responsibility to go in the areas that are affected to do the evacuation, to tell you the shelter within. Yes,
I have a
ma'am.
question. With this code, I always look out for my mom, so I would register for me. Will I be able to register for her as well, like in the same email address, but put in her zip code?
Yes, I think my understanding is that once you do the QR code and you do your stuff, you can scan it again and put additional information in there, another name, another address, you can do as many as you like.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, because I'm the babysitter, so I have to make sure. Okay. Now, the code red, I have a code red. Is that the same thing as this? I get a code red alerts for like weather and, if you have bad weather coming, if there's a major event going on, a code red comes.
Once that system gets in effect, they'll be able to tell you about if we got an imminent, a superstorm.
Okay.
With everything you get on the news, that's important like that, you'll be able to get something similar to that on.
Okay.
Situation.
Okay.
Ms. Green?
We have a problem with not putting these trash cans up. My neighbor, her trash can goes over, when it's the weekend, right in my driveway, because she got hurt by my driveway. I can't even get out my driveway.
Do me a favor, just some time, say.
And I did it 100 times.
You did it and she still doing it?
Yeah,
All right, get with me right after this speech.
okay.
I have somebody right on, your garbage was today. If that garbage can is out there tomorrow, somebody gonna see it.
Okay.
Okay, see me afterwards, so we don't want to put out anybody's information over,
Yeah.
on YouTube.
Okay.
Okay?
Do we have any questions online? Okay, I say no news is good news. We have.
Madam President,
Yes,
Madam President, this is Dr. Moore. I have just a comment for the lady that called in about her neighbor's garbage can rolling over. GFL, they have a service in which if you're a senior citizen and or a person who is disabled, they can call GFL and they will come and get your garbage can. If it is visible from the street, they will pick it up and they will take your garbage can, empty it, and then bring it back in your yard. Now the garbage can cannot be way up in your yard where they have to come through a fence and go all the way in the backyard or something like that. But if it's visible from the street, they will get it and they will empty it and they will bring it back to your yard. So this may be possibly a solution to this neighbor. It's just, I don't have the GFL number right in front of me, but I'm sure that if they, oh yes I do. The number for GFL is 844-464-3587. And that number again is 844-464-3587. And they have to push the number 3. And what the number 3 is for residential. This is what they're going to ask for. Residential assistance. And it's doorside pickup. Residential assistance, doorside pickup. But it needs to be visible from the street. That's all, Madam President.
All right, thank you so
Okay.
much for that information.
I was, if you're going downtown. We're leaving out together. Oh, it's nighttime. You going downtown tomorrow? Yeah, 8 a.m.
We got Kayana on there.
Okay, okay, before we get to Kiana, hold on 1 second. I need to get, what time is it? I want to try to, is Jack on here?
Yep, I'm here.
Hi, Jack. I know you have to go. So, can you provide us any update?
Yeah, so real quickly, everyone, I appreciate you having me on. I help with the constituent services for Congressman Shri Tanadar, Michigan's 13th district. We represent most of Detroit.
Congratulations, Officer Secretary. How can I help you?
And the congressman actually has the pleasure of representing the 11th Precinct now for a second term. The first one was in the State House, and now he's in the U.S. House. And so we just wanted to introduce ourselves, give our new office information so that you guys can reach us if ever needed. So our office is actually right downtown, 400 Monroe Street. We're right above the Fishbones restaurant in Greektown. And we're happy to help you if you want to come in. We do parking vouchers. I know it can be difficult to drive downtown sometimes. We also can assist you over the phone. So our number is 313-880-2400. I'm going to put all this information in the chat. But yeah, so we can assist with any type of issues you have. So we mainly assist with federal agencies, so Social Security, Medicaid, Medicare, VA services, IRS. But if you have issues, with home repair, unemployment insurance, even if we can't directly help you with those things, we often have references and resources that we can direct you to. So if you have an issue, don't hesitate to contact us. Our DC office is focused on legislative issues. That's where we want to make sure that the congressman is advocating for public safety issues, protecting our residents, but also protecting our first responders and law enforcement. And so when it comes to policy issues, I will also put our DC office's number in the chat to contact them. And that number is 202-225-5802. So I want to put all that information in the chat. Just wanted to introduce ourselves and let you know that that we're here if you need any help with anything. Appreciate you letting us share.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. Appreciate you attending. Oh, of course. Yeah, that's my next one. Kiana Sessoms, I see you're on here. Good evening, and how are you?
Hi, good evening, everyone. I'm doing well. Thank you for having me. I have quite a little bit of information to share with you all. First off, Happy New Year. Thank you to the 11th Precinct, Commander and Captain. You guys are doing great work. So I have a couple of dates that I want to make sure are on everyone's calendar. The registration link for Motor City Makeover is up on the site, and groups can register their projects and sign up for flowers and tree plantings. We should have a final flyer that can be distributed around to communities very soon. So if you're needing a flyer to get out to your community groups, feel free to just reach out. This year, we will also be getting t-shirts. So we're really excited about that. So we'll be able to pass out a couple of t-shirts to the two larger groups. For those of you that have been with us for quite a while doing Motor City Makeover, you know, we started out with the green shirts. So we're really excited to start back with that visual excitement of being able to support our volunteers with that as well. Also, our scheduled date for Motor City Makeover that I have not shared yet. Are you all ready? It is Saturday, May 6th, which is going to be an all-day event. So you all are able to plan your cleanup efforts around that date. Our scheduled supply pickup at Farwell Recreation Center is May 3rd. The times are being confirmed, but so far our supply pickup date is May 3rd. And then we have flower pickup, which is an added date of May 5th, which is Friday, May 5th at Northwest Activity Center. So this year, instead of having a separate Flower Day initiative in June, we're partnering Flower Days, our flower distribution, with Motor City Makeover. So we're really excited about this beautification effort and pairing Motor City Makeover with Flower Day and working and partnering with block clubs to ensure that beautification efforts are surrounding their communities, blocks, and corridors. So for those of you that have not registered, please feel free to go online to detroitmi.gov. I'm going to put the link for the Motor City Makeover registration in the chat box as well. Or you can feel free to contact my office, 313-348-8464. We can make sure to get you registered. So as you all may have heard, the mayor announced a $20.5 million budget surplus of funds to expand in sidewalk replacement. Everyone is really excited about this initiative, and the work will begin to take place this year. Applications and information about the program was mentioned during the State of the City. However, I'm going to share a little bit of that information today. Under this year's expanded sidewalk replacement program, up to 70,000 damaged of missing sidewalk sections will be replaced for this construction season. Repairs for sidewalks will be given priority in the following categories: near schools, churches, and parks, identified and requested by registered block clubs, adjacent to city road resurfacing projects, requested by elderly and disabled residents, along city jurisdiction commercial corridors where cleanup and beautification is planned, existing backlog of requests from prior years. Construction contracts will be awarded in time for contractors to perform the work this year. So the Department of Public Works and city expects to award contracts sometime in April and begin working sometime in May throughout mid-November, which is always weather contingent as it relates to when we're doing sidewalks, but we're really excited about this initiative. So if you have not signed up yet and you fit the qualifications, please go online. I'll put that link in the chat as well. At detroitmi.gov. I believe it's on the landing page if you scroll down for the sidewalk initiative. Next, I want to just remind everyone when it comes to waste collection, the yard waste will begin in the beginning of, for pickup in, I believe it's the first week of April. And so your yard waste collection will be picked up on the same day as your bulk items. Yard waste is collected bi-weekly basis until the end of, I think it's December 23rd, around that time. If you are not sure when your bulk is collected or unsure when your dates are, you can text your street address to sign up for weekly trash and recycling reminders. That telephone number is 313-800-7905. Let's see. And I also put some information about Detroit Alerts 365 in the chat. That was something that was up for conversation. Just wanted to really kind of encourage for those of you that aren't signed up to sign up. It will provide, we've had some pretty severe weather warnings, and this particular update or app will help to notify you with things that are going on, specifically to your location. And they have public safety advisories, flooding, natural disasters, evacuation, shelter in place notices, and boil water advisories that are all noted on this particular app. So I encourage you to sign up. And if there are any questions for me, I can take them now. And I did put my information in the chat, but I'll also put that in there again if you did not receive it. My name is Kiana Sessoms. I'm your District 3 manager through the Department of Neighborhoods. I'm still a one-person show, hoping that we'll get a deputy soon here. But you can be reached at 313-348-8464. And I'll put my email in the chat as well. Thank you.
Kiana, I have a question for you. During the State of the City address, I know the mayor said that they're gonna start picking up bulk every week. But the question becomes when. He didn't say when, or if he did, I missed it.
Yeah, so that was about negotiating the contract next year, right? So that was a conversation that the contracts are up for renegotiation next year. And that was something that the mayor wants to renegotiate as it relates to bulk.
Okay, so that'll come next year then. That's not nothing this year.
Yeah, and it's not confirmed, but that was something that he wants to put into the contract. So
Okay.
that was one of the negotiating points.
Okay, thank you.
We have a question.
Hi, Kiana.
Yes,
Hi, Dr. McTire here from Cary Rogie Hilldale Block Club. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good. So we've got a property on Concord. It's scheduled for demolition, but there seems to be, we're not clear on, like, there's some individuals came along about a week ago, and I'm seeing them out here now. They brought like tires and things like that out. I'm just wondering, is there a protocol when demolition goes on? Like, is there a crew that comes out and first cleans things out? Because we don't want these tires just sitting out here. And I could actually talk to these guys myself, but since I have you on here, I just wanted to put that out. Is there a protocol that we should expect when a house is for demolition?
So I guess the question is where they are in the phase of demolition. So demolition is a very timely process. So they could be cleaning out the space first in preparation for demolition and having to go through several different points before the house actually physically comes down. So we can take a look to see where they are in that process first, and go from there.
Okay, I can send you, I'll text you the address. And you can get back to me when you get a chance.
That sounds great.
Yeah.
So I also have a question. I'm Carmela McTire, the wife of the gentleman that was just on. And hi. So I'm attempting to sign up for Detroit Alerts 365, but it says we are unable to locate your precise address. And it won't let me pass that. Well, it says, please use your mouse to place the marker on the proper spot. I'm on my phone doing this, but it doesn't allow me to find my proper spot either. And it won't let me pass that point.
Okay, if you want, we can walk through it, kind of offline to see what
Yeah.
the troubleshooting is. I'm not sure. So usually if it's trying to find a location, I would suggest to maybe look at your settings to see if your locator is on, to help support it being able to find your direct location without you having to physically do that. Sometimes when you're working with some of these applications, you have to give it permission so it can access certain information. So
Okay, I'll turn my locator on first because I do turn that off. I don't like, but I'll turn it on to see what happens. And then if that doesn't work, if we could figure out what's going on, that'd be great.
yeah, I can do my best. I will most definitely try. Okay.
My name is Keith Williams. It's you.
I can hear you just well, Mr. Williams. Hello.
So how do Black folks participate in that $25 million deal? Black contract.
Oh, great question. So there's a way that we can, if you're signed up for the, I think it's the procurement bids phase. If you have any information that you can pass along, I can connect you with the department for being able to understand how to get those contracts.
Yeah, I'm just concerned. I hear $25 million, and I'm not hearing where the money gonna go to, who gonna get the money. So I want to make sure Black contractors participate in the process.
Yeah, most definitely. Typically for sidewalks, a lot of that goes through Department of Public Works. They do contract out for some, I'm sure, but a lot of that is done in-house. But if you know of any contractors, we do a lot of intentional, I guess, education around how Black contractors can get connected to these bids. I don't have the stats out for you, but I can make sure to have them for the next meeting of how many have attended our sessions and have gotten registered to become bidders for those types of contracts. So it is something that has been done. I think they were on their third year of doing these types of contracting fairs to invite smaller contractors out so that they have the opportunity to bid on these types of things. Any other questions for me or comments?
No, but thank you, Kiana. We sitting here playing with the 365 alert, so we're gonna be the first one on this that's ready to go.
Sounds great. Thank you.
But we always appreciate you in the updates. Thank you. Since we have you here, sir, you want to go ahead and Happy New Year and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I'm
to the podium, please.
Boss, Washington.
Come to the podium, please. Podium, please.
Okay.
No, you let him come to the podium.
Oh, come to
Podium.
the field, okay.
Yeah, okay.
I have that one back, and then you put your face to see.
Turn that mic on.
My boss, Raphael Washington.
Turn it on. Just turn it on. Yep, there you go.
Okay, last year we helped patrol, how to drive and things like that within the community, our sheriffs. We have an organization called the Sheriff Outreach Team, okay? And what we deal with quality of life issues, drug houses, abandoned cars and things like that. Kim, you know, we was out a couple of times in Lebanon, so we want to come back. But we're not trying to do police work, we're just trying to supplement. Okay, so I'll let you know, we're gonna start back up at the end of April. And we lost our guy last year, we ran the program, so we had to get another guy acclimated to the process, but we will be back. And so we wanna help. And so also, I got some gun locks, I have some whistles. People laugh at me, I've been giving out whistles, but when you're walking down the street, you see animals, blow that whistle, that's a deterrent too. So I got some of these if y'all want them. Other than that, my number is 313-215-4121. Now I want to tell you a quick story. Last October, Halloween, I thought I was eating a lot of chocolate. I thought I was getting acid reflux. And so I went home, my chest started hurting. So the next morning I walked in the morning, And I got up and my chest was still hurting, so I went to the Oak Park where I walk at, and my friends told me, say, keep go to Providence. And so, I went to Providence, they did a blood test on me, then they did an x-ray on my chest, and they found a tumor on my chest. Okay, and so, I've been going through a lot of stuff for the last 30 days, biopsies, bone marrows, things like that. And so 3 weeks ago, I had radiation treatment. The good thing is this, is it was only in one spot. Okay, if it would have been in several spots, they call it multi-myeloma. Okay, eventually it can't go there, but in the meantime, God has blessed me. Okay, so I'm just telling, but black men, I'm gonna give it black men, it's happening to us. If you look at, you read up about multiple myeloma, it's happening when brothers get 65 and older. You know, the whole demographics are getting, but it's mainly it's focusing on black men. Okay, and so I have known folks the last 15 years with it. I have known folks have been in remission. I'm lucky. I'm 13 years cancer free from prostate cancer because I caught it early. So the moral to the story is, don't be your own doctor. Don't be your Google doctor. Go to the real doctor. First, give God glory. And secondly, when he tells you to go to that doctor, go to the real doctor. So that's why I'm here.
Amen. Amen.
That's why I'm here today to tell you that I caught it early. My wife told me I'm lucky. I said, I'm just doing God's work. If you do God's work, he can work it out anyway. So that I didn't want to mean to tell y'all that, but I did mean to tell you that. So you tell somebody else, if you feel anything, don't be your own doctor. That's why you got urgent care around here. You got hospitals. Go to them. Go to the doctor. God be the glory.
Amen.
Okay, do we have any questions on Zoom for Keith?
Madam President, this is Dr. Moore. I have a question.
Yes, go ahead, Dr. Moore.
Okay, the gentleman that gave his testimony, I want to thank him for sharing that testimony because I have a bad habit of laying my phone on my chest. I'm going to stop that because it may be some radiation or something emanating from that phone that could, like he said, cause cancer. And I just want to thank him. So now I'm going to be even more conscious of not doing that bad habit. But I wanted to know, since he gave this contact information, I wanted to know, I think I heard somebody say his name was Keith. What is his last name?
Williams.
Keith Williams. Oh, yes, Mr. Williams, I know you. Okay, then. All right, then. Thank you so much, sir.
Also, you know, I'm one of the co-chairs of the Reparations Committee, task force. Yes, and I did not know this. Journey of Truth was a part of the Black Bottom experience. So y'all folks need to be engaged. We're gonna be going around the whole state in this area, putting on seminars and talking about where we're going with this. The two issues are gonna be economic development and housing. That's where all the harm was caused from 1930 to the present day. So stay engaged, because if you were born and raised in this area during that time, you're gonna get taken care of. I'm just saying, just stay engaged with it, because this is an important time in the history of the city of Detroit that we get back what's due to us. So I want to say that. Okay, repeat your phone number: 313-215-4121.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that, as always. Hey, who wants to go there? You know I can't see that far, so can you help me?
So we got, we have Siobhan Alexander from the blood bank.
Oh, awesome. Okay. Hi, Siobhan. This is Kim. Good evening. How are you? Hello. She to pick up.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, is Teresa on there? Teresa?
I see what you're saying.
Hello. Hello.
Teresa is,
Hi,
Hi. Kim.
hi, is that Teresa?
Hi. So, Kim.
No, breaking up really bad. We can't hear you.
I'm back president of Hawthorne 975. And I just want to say, I wanted to be there this evening, but I'm in a hospital. I'm okay. They just running some more tests on me. But I wish I could have been there. But I just wanted to let Mr. Underwood know to get copies from me from the meeting. Bring them home to me so I can get started on everything. And I'm taking notes as we speak. But I would just like to say hello to everyone. And God be with you all.
Will you
And
take
keep me in
care and
prayer.
get better so you can come back and see us in person? That's what you do.
Yes, that's was my plan today, but I ended up coming in here yesterday. So, but I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there.
Okay, all right. Thank you for joining us. Feel better.
we got, Sheree from Commissioner Kenlock's office.
Oh, hey, Sherry, how are you?
I'm great, and yourself?
I'm wonderful. Thanks for joining us this evening.
Why, thank you. Thanks for having me as well.
Any good news? Anything going on? Anything we should know?
Well, the good news is I'm still standing.
Well,
2023, God has been good to me.
Amen.
And it's good to see everybody out there. However, my name is Sherry Johnson, and I'm from Commissioner Kenlock's office. And I just want to say that right now we are really working hard on tax foreclosures because they will not be given any extensions. They kind of did a hold for 3 years, so they are foreclosing. So if you know of anybody that is in the process of losing their home because of back taxes, please give them our phone number or go down and talk to the treasurer's office because they have so many programs. People will really be surprised, and some of them you may not even have to put any money down. That My Have program, you can make as much as $90,000 a year, so that's not even income based. So please let anybody know that if they are, a lot of people don't even want to talk about their issues and foreclosures or whatever, but hopefully this will reach someone and they'll call the office. And let me give you my number. It's 313-224-0916. And that's all I have for now. Oh, and to still practice wearing those masks because COVID is still out there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Sherry. Always appreciate you, and thank you for the updates as always.
Thank you, and I appreciate you as well.
Okay.
We have a question from Ms. Kane, Principal Dub.
Oh, we have a question.
Okay.
Hi, everyone. It's really just a question and a statement. This was for Ms. Sessions. I'll call you later, but I wanted to let everyone know that we did finally demolish our nunnery at Dove Academy on Outer Drive. So when it was St. Bart's, it was like a dormitory for the fathers and one for the nuns. The one that was for the nuns, we never used. It was never operable, but so finally it's demolished, but I'm not sure if we can use the funds for Beautify Detroit, makeover, if we can use it to decorate that part on Outer Drive, because I'm not sure if it's the city or if it's ours, but I want to talk to you about that. Hopefully it's finally flat. The hole is completely filled in. Hopefully we'll get some portables so we can expand our school because we have run out of space. So I'll talk to you later about that. And also I wanted to send shout outs to our officers, Robinson and Williams. We greatly appreciate them. I call them all the time on their personal phones. They always answer. It's so funny. Sometimes they'll say, you have to call 911, Kane. I'm like, oh, I didn't know it was an emergency, but they're always available. We really do appreciate them. They came out, they were supposed to come out earlier this month, but for a presentation, kicking it with the community for Black History. But we had to close school due to the ice and we lost power and all that good stuff. But they came and presented to all of our scholars, kinder through 8th grade. So round of applause for our officers. So we just wanted to say, yay, thank you. We appreciate all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, appreciate that. Thank you for sharing. Who else do we have on this? Nancy?
We have Regina there, she,
Okay, is Teresa on there as well? Oh, there she's waving. Hi, Teresa, how are you?
Hi. Hello, everyone. Good evening. I just wanted to bring greetings on behalf of the Board of Police Commissioners. I know you all know your Commissioner Cedric Banks very well. And I just also wanted to say that we're looking forward to coming to the 11th Precinct area on Thursday, April 13th for the board's community meeting in your precinct area. You know, lately there's been a lot of conversations about mental health and the intersection of mental health and policing. And it was the 11th district about 4 years ago that hosted the first panel discussion in your district at your care provider there on Outer Drive, or 7 Mile, excuse me, with the panel on mental health. So you were very innovative in in precinct 11 and leading that discussion. So we look forward to coming back on Thursday, April 13th. As soon as we've confirmed the location, I will let Ms. Jackson know. And we're looking forward to being at one of your wonderful facilities there in the district. And just as a reminder, the board meets every week, every Thursday, but our community meetings are very special and we look forward to seeing everyone there.
Thank you so much, Teresa. And yes, we will be in touch to finalize everything. So thank you so much.
Thank you.
Anybody else? Contact on top of regular eye, that's too much.
Somebody else.
Is there anyone else on Zoom that would like to make a comment or that I missed? Because unfortunately, I'm sorry, I can't see all those names up there. So I apologize if I'm missing you.
Madam President, this is Dr. Moore. I have a comment. I have a question.
Yes.
Miss Teresa, she mentioned about our police commissioner is Mr. Reverend Cedric Banks. Do she have an office number and or her contact information that she could give to us?
Certainly, you can call the board's offices at 313-596-1830. Also, when you land on our page at the city website, detroitmi.gov/BOPC, when you select the picture of your police commissioner, it takes you to an individual page where there's a brochure and all their contact phone numbers are on there. Some commissioners have their business cell and their personal cells as well.
All right, thank you, Ms. Teresa. I appreciate you sharing that information.
And certainly I'll put Police Commissioner Banks' contact information in the chat for you as well.
Now, I'm on the telephone, so I can't see the information in the chat. I do know Reverend Banks, but I don't think I have his number any longer in my phone, but I will call this number that you have given to me already.
Certainly. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Okay, is there anyone else online that either has a comment or that I've missed?
Yes, my name is Tammy Black. How are you guys doing tonight?
Good.
I'm glad to be here. I'm from Community Treehouse Center, Detroit. We acquired the building at 5,000 East 7 Mile, which used to be the Mission Point. We also gave out food this during Christmas time, right before Christmas, in the parking lot there. We gave out ham. We gave out turkeys, food, clothing, and all of those things just to initiate us in the community. And I just wanted to let you guys know that that building will be a homeless shelter for women with children and youth who are in the foster care system who are disabled. And also part of that building will be a mental health facility. And we'll have also a doula, and also we'll be providing services for human trafficked youth. So I'm looking forward to working with all of you guys on our ventures there in the community. We'll also be having solar on that building that will be beneficial to the community. So we got a lot going on, and I would love to meet some of you. I've already met Miss Green and Miss Wimberly and some of the other ladies of the community. I'm looking forward to being at a lot more meetings and looking forward to being an asset in that community in any way that we can be.
Thank you so much for that, and we would love to have you, and please keep us updated on any events or whatever you may have. Please keep us involved.
Yes, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Can I ask for her name and number?
Yes, can you give us your name and number?
Yes, my name is Tammy Black. My phone number is 313-903-0639. And we've also put solar power in Jefferson Chalmers community on 25 homes. And we just won like the planning stage of United Way to do 3 more other communities. I'm working my way, you guys' way to your community, because we want to be able to solar those homes for pennies on the dollar, like $2,000 per home, get a $40,000 system. That's what we're looking to do. That's what we've done in other communities. So I'm coming your way.
All right. Teresa, I see you have your hand up.
Hi, thank you. I just wanted to share for the caller, I think it was Dr. Moore, that Commissioner Banks' number is 313-920-4237. 920-4237. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that has a question or comment at this moment, or that I've missed?
Miss Black's organization, can we hear that again, the name of it?
Yes, Community Treehouse Center, Detroit.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, any other questions? Any other concerns at the moment? Everyone in the room, are we good? Yes, sir.
I got one more, Madam President.
Okay.
Since Dr. Moore has spoken tonight, hey, Dr. Moore, it's Underwood. I've got one question. Did I hear a while back that Chief White is going to also be ramping up patrols of the parks this year?
We're in discussions now, because in the past, they've had a park detail. So with, we need officers, so they're deciding now whether they're gonna have an officer from the precinct, do they own patrol, or have another citywide park detail. That's still a negotiation, so we don't know right now.
So Sergeant Spruce knows where my heart is. That's Hawthorne Park. In the past 3 years, things have kind of changed. We got the OGs out there doing what they do, but we got a new generation coming through there that disrespect the whole neighborhood. As a matter of fact, there's activity out there now, and it goes on every day. It's wintertime. spring is coming, summer's coming. And when the weather gets good, they're all over the place. We all park in the alley. We have access to our garages, through the alley. We have to fight and fuss with mostly gentlemen and some ladies to get back to our designated parking space. I'd like to see some attention. No, we have to get through the alley, but they've got lawn chairs right across the easement there to get back to the alley. So if you can give us some assistance over there, we'd appreciate it. Right there, Hawthorne Park. Thank you.
That's going on every day.
Every day.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a couple of updates that I want to provide. We're gonna start with, okay, so I received my next check from our Congressman Sharif Tanadar. He took care of us before he, started his new position in January. So I have another check that I just received. It came Saturday in the mail. I just handed it over to the treasurer. As soon as everything clears, I'm going to purchase more Ring doorbells. So, and I still have another 5,000 to go. So I'm trying to ramp this up really quick before they say, oops, we don't have it anymore. So I'm going to, and hopefully it should clear by the weekend, and I plan on getting Ring doorbells this weekend. Now, I have a set of folks that emailed me for the second go round, and I still have people from the first go round. So I will be including this whole list in our next drawing. The goal is to have it at our next meeting in April. So I want to go ahead and we're going to give out some more Ring doorbells in April. And so far from what I have, I'm going to use the list that I currently have. People have been emailing me, and once they do, I put it on this list. I'm going to cut this list up. We're going to put it in a hat, and we're going to draw the names right here and there. You have to come to the station. You got to sign for it. And you need your address. You need a phone number, and then you'll get your Ring doorbell. Okay. So that's how that process is going to work. So we did get more grant money.
I just want to add to that Ring doorbell thing. Just so everybody know, everybody's familiar with Neighbors by Ring, and what that is. You guys get those alerts and things like that about what's going on in your neighborhood. So we have what we call like the virtual neighborhood watch, and so we monitor things. And so you guys see anything happening, and you guys want to share, or if you take video, whether or not you have a Ring doorbell, if you have your camera or something else, and you're signed up, you can't upload videos and things like that to that. Don't tell where you live and things like that. It keeps it kind of anonymous, things like that. And we have here, like when there's still a lot of the steering columns and stuff like that, we got some notices and stuff on there that we were able to track down with the detectives and do some investigation starting from those uploads. So we do encourage everybody to utilize that Neighbors by Ring as an additional way to help report crimes and as well be preventive about things. So we do have that.
And it's a really good tool because it keeps you up in the know. Also, we have on April the 8th is a public health week. And we're gonna do, what day is that on?
Saturday.
That's a Saturday. So we're gonna do the Easter egg hunt, hustle lessons, yoga, and Narcan training. That's April the 8th, and that is on a Saturday, and the time is gonna be from 11 until 3.
With the Easter egg part, that's gonna start around 10 o'clock.
Okay, so 10 until 3. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, that's April the 8th. That is on a Saturday. It will be here at the station, 5100 East Nevada. And we're doing Narcan, yoga, hustle, and egg hunt.
Again, health department will also be taking blood pressure, and they'll have several other, they'll have a mobile dental bus there. And I think they're gonna do testing for, what else, B-Rob? What else they testing? Blood pressure.
Blood pressure, dental.
Yeah, dental.
Are they doing the
Like a precinct, I'm not sure. It'll be some more health, tests and stuff that we doing also.
Okay. So did you guys hear that there'll be, health, we're gonna do some health testing with blood pressure. They'll have the mobile dental, place up here. We're also going to have other health, experts here as well. So blood pressure and dental is automatic, and I'm not sure who else will be here, but we'll know we'll have 4. So, and that's all
Also-
gonna be on the 8th.
Yes, also, excuse me, President.
No, go ahead.
Also for all the young people that are in elementary and younger, we're doing a dental bus that's going to be there. And the dental bus is there to hygiene wise, show our youth how to, properly brush your teeth, as well as they're gonna have a dentist assist there that's a assist in that matter.
Okay.
And Narcan also, they're gonna do a periodic Narcan training in our roll call room.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much for that. Also, on April the 1st, our Detroit Police Department Explorers are having their 50th anniversary sneakers ball. So if you know anyone that's an alumni of the Explorers, you've been Explorer, please share the information. April the 1st, there is a 50th anniversary. It is called Sneaker Ball.
They can call me there.
And if you have any questions, call Community Relations and ask for Officer Robinson. He is your man. Yes, sir.
Also, we're gonna need donations from the community for the Easter event. If they donate individually wrapped candy or eggs or whatever.
Okay, so we need your help, community,
I mean, we can't take cash, so it has to be a form of check.
but I can take cash and I'll buy anything you need. Okay, I will take care.
So can we give you that cash today?
Yes, you can, and I'll write your name down, how much you gave. I'll buy the stuff and I'll let you guys know that what was bought, and then I'll turn it in to Sergeant Spruce or whoever's in there. So I'll make sure that they get it. So yes, if you can donate, if you need to call up here, to make sure someone's here before you drop off candy, of course, the number is 313-596-1118. So community, we need your help. Come on out and give us the helping hand. Am I missing anything else?
Citywide meeting, citywide community regulation scout. It'll be on Teams though.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Thursday.
You sent me an email on it.
Oh, sure. Okay, well, citywide meeting is Thursday. 6 o'clock?
6.
Yeah, it's at 6 o'clock, and it is on Zoom. They're still on Zoom. So it is, and that's citywide. And with that meeting with citywide, if you have any concerns, any issues with your precinct, anything goes on, that's the place also that you can bring up to the president of citywide, and his name is Alvin Stokes. So the meeting will be this Thursday, and if you need the Zoom information, let me know and I can send it to you. And you guys should have my email address, but if you don't, I'm gonna give it to you again, and it's KIMJ4267@gmail.com. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I know, I'm so sorry. It's KIMJ4267@gmail.com.
May I say something?
Yes,
please?
ma'am.
On this flyer,
Yes.
you have your email address, but it's KIMI.
Yeah. Is it? Okay, well, that flight is wrong. It's definitely wrong. Thank you so much, because I looked at this flight 1,000 times and I never noticed it. No, wait, no, it's not KIMJ4267. No, it's right. J, that's like an I.
Okay, but mine has,
The J. It should be a J.
It's cut off, maybe it's not all cut off.
You see it, everything?
Looks like an eye.
Okay, so people must have had theirs cut off at the bottom. Okay, so it should be a J. Some of you should see the J at the bottom. If you don't, here, just take this one here. I'll give you this one. Here you go. Here, take this.
Thank you so much.
Yep, you're welcome. Mr. Underwood, is there any of the ones over there, are they, cause I can put some new
Looks like
ones out.
mine, Madam President.
Okay, here, does anybody else have one that look like, okay, here's a good one.
I changed mine.
You good? Okay. Okay, there you go. Anyone else? Yeah, cause it's cut off at the bottom, okay. Yep, she cut, yep, they did them too low. So let me grab these. And I have some good ones here. So we'll put those to the side, okay? Thank you. Yep, you're welcome. Thank you for noticing that. I appreciate that. Yes, sir?
So, April 30th. April 30th. It's gonna be drug take back day. So, any of your old medications, not the liquids, but any of your old pills, medications, or anything like that, we're not taking syringes or liquids. But we will have a couple locations. The precinct will be one of the locations, and I believe Farwell. And we are still trying to lock in the other locations, but those two will definitely be locations. And so just make sure to sit your stuff to the side. We all know better than throwing our old medicine down the toilet and things like that, because it can be harmful to everybody. So this is the proper way to dispose of it. So the DEA have a take back twice a year, once in April and once in October. So our April time is coming up. And in addition to that, it's also a contest for the precincts. So
I just don't remember. Sergeant Spruce, do you remember who won? Who had the most citywide last year? We might- See, we was in the low.
The most, took back the most prescription. We need your help this year.
Right.
So we can continue to take back the most drugs. And the trophy is the golden slide.
So your friends, your.
All right.
yeah, so everybody, because one thing we know too is kids sometimes get a hold of these medications, the opioids especially, and they're misusing them or some other folks. And so we want to make sure we cut all that stuff out.
What's the time?
So right now we'll have the flyers and stuff are being finalized.
No,
We normally start
10
with-
o'clock
Yeah,
too.
yeah. So as soon as we get them, we're gonna flood them out and let you guys know. We're just giving you a head start so that y'all start putting y'all stuff to the side.
Okay.
And I did want to mention one other thing too, like, you guys saw the Detroit Alerts 365, but on the back of that same, postcard, Detroit Rewards TV. And so, with this, they're offering cash rewards for tips on, crimes. And it's, it's in partnership with Crime Stoppers. And so some of you may have seen, some of the episodes where they're talking to family members of some victims, and they're trying to close some of these cases. But in addition to violent crime, homicides, and things like that, they are also offering rewards for arrests and I believe convictions of other crimes. And I know some of the things that we see a lot of going around. I know Commander Captain spoke about the thefts of cars, especially the Kias and those brands of cars, but bringing a lot of steering columns and things like that, and the catalytic converters and things, those are going up again. So if you guys just happen to see all that kind of stuff, definitely don't be afraid to call. It's anonymous, and you guys could potentially earn some cash as well, based on what happens with the case. So we encourage everybody to use that. So somebody said when we were out last week, one another officer said, hey, you get paid for being a snitch. You know, people think it's bad to be a snitch, but hopefully it's encouraging. But it's all about your community. So this right here should be encouraging for you guys to, you know, speak out. So let's pass it around to our young folks and all that good stuff.
All right. Thank you, Officer Robinson. I keep forgetting your name, and I apologize for that, but you've been sitting there so quiet. So is there anything you want to update us or provide us, and can you come to the podium, please? And one day I'm gonna get this right. I'm gonna write it down and get it right.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Diane Prince from the U.S. Attorney's Office. Excuse me. Diane Prince from the U.S. Attorney's Office. Don Eisen is my boss, the U.S. Attorney. We have no real updates other than Ms. Eisen herself is hoping to come to one of these meetings. She grew up here in the 11th Precinct, so it means a lot to her. So before I go, I just want to make sure I get the next couple of dates so I can give that to her when I get back to the office.
And can you make sure you take a calendar in
Yes.
the back that shows the whole email address at the bottom?
Okay.
I emailed you before, so I have that saved.
Okay, awesome.
But nice to see you and good evening.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, did anyone else join?
I was just speaking with Siobhan. I'm not sure if she's on yet.
Okay.
But what I could do, and if she jumps on, we'll just have her fill in, but, over here. So we have a new blood bank, if you guys notice over by the Quinder and, the plasma center.
Oh,
Plasma center.
yeah.
And so,
Not improved.
yes.
By
So, the representative, she was on earlier, she had to step away, and that might be her, nope.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here now. Sorry about the interruption. I had to go out to the floor and kind of help a little bit, but yes, we're just a new plasma bank over off 8th and Conant, BioLife Plasma, and we just wanted to introduce ourselves and invite everyone to come down and get to know our business, and we're excited to be part of the community and start actively participating.
Oh, wow. Okay, so then you're behind the Imperial Market?
Yes, we're behind the Imperial Market, right behind the Rite Aid, across from the McDonald's. I think they've had the building for over a year. It's been under construction. I could have moved all over the country, but I came to Detroit, kind of fell in love with it. Back home, I was an officer also, so I was excited to come down and learn about all the different opportunities out here.
Awesome. Well, thank you and welcome.
Thank you guys. I'm so excited.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to stop up there and see what's going on. That's awesome.
Absolutely, everyone's invited. So when you come in, just ask for Siobhan. They'll walk you to the back. We'll give you guys a tour. And just let you know all about plasma. And I'm very excited. We're going to come down and I think go to the ball in a couple of weeks. So just trying to get as active as we can.
Awesome. Thank you so
What's the
much.
hours of operation?
Hours of operation?
Our hours of operation. So right now we are Tuesday through Thursday, 11 to 7. And then Friday and Saturdays, we are 9 to 5. So as we keep growing and we're getting more donors, we're going to expand on either end of the hours and actually add more days. So but right now that's what we are, 11 to 7 and 9 to 5, Friday and Saturday. And I'm pretty much here all the time. I sleep here. So if you guys come in and ask for me, I'll be here.
Okay, well, thank you so much for that. Do we have any other questions?
I'm sorry, can you repeat it?
Explain the process for
Also, okay, so the process, it's kind of like a blood donation, but plasma is a little different. We kind of take your whole blood, separate the plasma, and return all of your whole blood, and then we take it and process it in the back in our huge laboratory and warehouse, and then we send it off to our bigger laboratory where we make it into just life-saving medications, intravenous therapies, and lots of other plasmapheresis. And we're actually, we send ours actually all over the world. So we send it over to other countries, everywhere. So that's kind of the process.
Is there a monetary thing connected with that?
Great question.
Does anybody monitor the process?
How much did you pay? How much are you guys paying?
Did someone say how much do they pay you? So for the first month, it's up to 900 for new donors. And then after that, it kind of trickles down. But you know, I'm really pushing to our corporate to make sure we stay at that price so that we can compensate.
And that breaks down to how much a visit?
So that breaks down to a new donors into 125 per visit. And then after that, we give you guys new donor fees. So it's an additional $50 on top of that. So if you come in and you do it consistently twice a week, it could be up to a good 175. During the holidays, I know we run additional promotions. I was a donor. Since I got a Detroit address now, I can. So last Christmas, they were running like $1,100.
So how often can you donate plasma?
So plasma is a little different than regular blood donations. Blood donations, you can do it every 8 weeks, but you can donate plasma up to twice a week safely. So you can come in within a 7-day period, you can donate twice a week, and we regulate that.
A pint, take a pint, then they take that pint, they put it in a centrifuge. Plasma is the liquid portion. They take the cells and all that stuff with the saline, they run it back in. So you don't get all of that loss like you do when you move a pint of blood.
Absolutely, and that's what makes it safe to donate twice a week, because we pretty much give you back all of your fluids and hydrations. I have a hard time, I can barely hear you guys.
Okay, anybody have any questions for her? She was trying to answer any questions. Anybody have any other questions?
Anybody online got any questions?
Is there a phone number that we can reach you?
Absolutely. So our center phone number, let me grab that one for you. Let me make sure I give you the right number, because we just got all of our numbers. We used to be an AT&T building, so 1 second.
Okay.
All right, yeah, so you guys can reach me. My name's on the screen, Siobhan.alexander@takeda.com. That's TAKEDA. And then a good phone number would be 313-733-1207. And I believe Officer Robinson has all the information. So if anybody really wanted to get in contact with me, just make sure we reach out and I'll respond.
Awesome, thank you.
Put it in the chat.
Yeah, I can also, and what I'll do is I'll put all the contact information in the chat for you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, appreciate it. And welcome to the neighborhood, and thank you.
Thank you guys. I'm so excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see everyone in person.
Last meeting. We hope to see you again.
Oh, every Tuesday I'll be here in every event. I'm excited.
Appreciate it. Do we have any questions? Either on Zoom or in person? Any concerns?
She just said every Tuesday.
Every second Tuesday.
Right, she said it our second Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we'll make sure she get a calendar. I heard that too.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dr. Moore.
Dr. Moore.
Yes, I have an announcement. I just want everybody to know, April 18th is going to be the deadline to file your individual taxes. And you can get your taxes done for free for those that make $60,000 or less annually. And you can get your taxes prepared at 2 different agencies. The first one is the Accounting Aid Society, and they're open Monday through Friday from 9 to 4. Their telephone number is 313-556-1920, and you can call or you can go online at the accountingaidssociety.org to make an appointment. The second place is at the Wayne Metro, or they can go online. It's waynemetro.org, and their call center number is 313-388-9799, And for this number at the call center, you have to press 4 for your income tax, and then you have to press it again. And again, they're open Monday through Friday from 8:30 until 5 p.m. That's all I have, Madam President.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate that, Dr. Moore. Do we have?
Welcome.
Do we have someone else that is speaking? Okay. Yeah, want to introduce yourself? Come right here to the podium.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Hi, my name is Jerry, like Tom and I'm at your Roseville Sam's Club location. And we are currently offering some discounted membership options. If you guys are interested, if you guys are interested, I'll leave, I'll start again. My name is Jerry. I'm at the Roseville Sam's Club location. We're currently offering some discounted memberships for the year, up to 50% off. I'll leave my card as well as some flyers if anybody is interested. You guys can give me a call. This is actually my cell phone number. And if you guys are currently members, you can contact me and I can let you know when your membership expires and whatever promotion we have at that time. And again, my name is Jerry and I look forward to seeing you at the club.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Just so you guys know, she's right out here. She's got a table right out here. So if you guys want to sign up or something when you leave out of here.
And we have some cookies and juice as well.
See a hand up. Who is that at the top?
Ms. Collier.
Ms. Collier. Can you hear? Can you hear us? Ms.
Yes, I can hear you. I'm trying to get my picture off the screen and I'm messing up. So I didn't want anything. I was just, 'cause,
Okay. Okay, we just didn't want to bypass. I just wanted to make sure you were good. Okay, any other questions or concerns? It's a little bit after 7:30, but I'm not gonna hold anyone up if I don't need to. So if there's no questions, concerns, or issues that we're having, we can call it a night. So I'm gonna say going once. Going twice. Well, is this like a? Oh.
Yes, giveaway.
Oh, okay, hold on. We have some giveaways. And also keep in mind date, April the 8th, which is the big day for Easter egg hunt, a health event, yoga, Narcan training, big day. Also, you have my email address. I want you to send me your name, address, and a phone number if you would like to be included in the Ring Doorbell giveaway, and we're gonna do that next month. Okay, so those two things I want you guys to do. So I have a list. I'll be cutting this list up and we'll be drawing names next month. And we have some giveaways, so hold tight for 1 second.
And the Easter egg event is what time on April 8th?
Starting at 2 o'clock in the
Starting,
morning.
yeah.
Thank you.
You are.
Right now, we got well, how many was?
Would this be a good time to introduce my new business that's coming into the district? Good evening, everybody. My name is Joanne Manny, and I've been in the district with our business for a few years now. I was coming out to the meetings before the pandemic, and I met Sergeant Spruce a couple of times. As a matter of fact, I just ran past your car on my desk the other day. So good to see you again. So we did have a vision company. We did mobile vision before the pandemic, and we partnered with a lot of school districts, especially in this area, the drug rehab centers in the area and a couple of homeless shelters. So we did that for about 6 years before the pandemic. When the pandemic came, we just weren't able to get it back going after the pandemic.
yes.
So now what we're doing two things. We're working on two businesses, and one of them is a behavioral health program. We're going to be working, it's called Granny's Helping Hands and Behavioral Health. in which we're gonna have a day program. We're gonna focus on the disabled adults, particularly looking at people with traumatic brain injury and adults with autism. Those are going to be our specialties. However, we will be working with a lot of disabled people, adults. We're also going to be providing employment services. So some of our members or perhaps disabled people who are employable, we will be devising a program where we will be able to not only provide services for them, but perhaps maybe link them with a job with our agency. With our vision company, we did hire a little kid with autism. He started with us when he was 13 years old, and he worked with us until we were completed. And he is going to be working with us with Granny's Health and Behavioral Health. So that's one of the things that we're doing in the neighborhood. As a matter of fact, we did have a break-in in our building. It's not totally complete yet, but we did have a break-in in another part of the building that we're working on. So another business that we're working on in that business, in that building, we're on Cashmere. And I think a lot of you guys may frown on this when I mention this, but we're working on a marijuana grow facility. We were a medical building initially, but now we're working on just growing. So we'll be growing. It will not be no foot traffic. There's not going to be any activity going over there at all. One of the things we're going to be working on is beautifying the neighborhood. Since we've been in our building, before we even opened up either one of those buildings, we have organized several community events over the last 2 years, just ourselves. We had a meet and greet and a cleanup back in August where we provided lunch for the community, we provided plants, we provided flowers, we provided manpower, and we went through a 4-block radius of that community cleaning up that day. We also had a turkey drive. Scott Benson, Terry Cushing, he called council member Scott Benson, his chief of staff, Terry Cushing, he contacted us. We provided a turkey giveaway for the seniors about 3 years ago. We purchased all of the turkeys. We even helped distribute the turkeys before Thanksgiving that year. So we've been a pillar. We've been working in the community for several years. Like the other lady said, we had a choice to go almost anywhere, but we chose this side. I'm a native Detroiter, East Sider, been a native Detroiter almost all my life. When maybe 10 years ago, my husband decided he wanted some animals, so we moved out to the country so we could do farming. We also had a nonprofit farming organization where we would bring all of our produce down to the city of Detroit, give it away to the senior citizens. So our heart is really in Detroit. I know that's cliche, but we're really in Detroit. We chose to be here and we chose the East Side because I'm an East Sider. So I just wanted to say those things. One of the things that we're looking at with our marijuana business, we're going to be donating at least 1% of all of our proceeds to the community. That looks like thousands of dollars we anticipating. So that's one of the things that I'm looking forward to. So not just with that, the community will be in the community with our day program, our Granny's Farms Granny's Health and Hands and Behavioral Health. And so we'll be providing lots of services, even daily living skills. So our mission with that program is to help the people with challenges remain in the community and remain in their home. So we're hoping to work with the police department, as you guys talk about mental health. When a lot of people with mental health, sometimes when the police go out, they're going out on these mental health calls. So we're hoping to even be able to do something with the police department. I am a licensed therapist myself. I've been out of the field for 7 years, so I'm really, really, really anxious and excited to get back in the field. So I want to say thank you guys for the meetings. I haven't been around since COVID, but I missed last month. I really tried to get on the call last month. So I just wanted to say we're looking forward with the things that we'll be able to bring to the community. Thank you.
Phone number you can share with us or how we can get in touch with you?
Yes, again, I'm Joanne Manny. My phone number is 734-915-7297. I failed to mention the last 2 years, we adopted a couple of families from the community. I went to one lady and say, you got any kids? We want to adopt your family. She said, I only got 1 grandkid, but the lady around the corner, she got 4 kids. I went and knocked on her door. She didn't want to be bothered with me. She didn't know what we were doing, but when I told her, The neighbor said, you broke your foot, and we want to try to help. She was very receptive, so we gave her a $500 gift card, which we don't usually give out gift cards, but because of the circumstances, we gave her a gift card. And we also adopted another family with 3 children last year, gave them lots of toys, everything they wanted on their list. So one of the things we're actually looking forward to is helping the community. We came down and worked a lot of times with Councilman Vincent, with a lot of the things that he did, even with the voting thing, the bike ride, the backpacks giveaway over at Farewell. So, Mr. Catchings, he has my number and he will call me when they need support.
Repeat your number one more time.
My number is 734-915-7297. And those of you who, I know a lot of people over here frown on the marijuana, but if you guys want some information and just information on the things that it does, because it works wonders in lieu of medication and just taking a whole lot of pills, people have a lot of good testimony about what it does for them. So I just kind of want to leave that with you. But if the community wants to become more knowledgeable about some of the positive effects it has, we have a team of nurses where we can come out and talk to you guys about that, if you guys are interested in that. But again, I thank you guys, and I'm sorry I kind of took up a little time. Thank you.
Thank you.
We appreciate it. Really. Yeah. So I have 8 pairs of movie tickets. So of course, in person, if anyone wants a pair, raise your hand and you can get a pair. To the right, to the luxury.
So, you Rob did Bel Air donation in the past? Yes. So we want to say thank you to them. Yes.
Right? Oh, I was gonna do that. Oh, yeah, here.
So we can go anytime up until expiration. date?
Yes.
Except on Saturday nights and Fridays. No.
So now I have 3 left, 3 pairs left. If anyone on Zoom, the first 3 people that send me a text, I will make sure you get these tickets. Either you can mail them or pick them. I can either mail them or you can pick them up at the station. But just let me know, send me a text, you have my email, and the tickets are yours. So I have 3 left. I have 3 pairs that's left. Before we leave, is there any more questions or concerns? Issues, something we should know? All right, going once. Going twice. Chaplain Hill, can you pray us out this evening?
I'm gonna be Captain Johnson to the blood bank.
Plasma.
Plasma. I'm gonna try to see them here. We're gonna be dismissed. Lord, we thank you for this wonderful meeting. We thank you for all the information that we've heard. Help us to apply this information to our life, that this community be blessed. Dismiss us from this place, from your sight. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. So next month, my goal is for everybody to bring a person with them. We're gonna try to grow our community meeting this year. That is my focus. So when the next email comes out, it's going to be, please bring a neighbor, a friend, a mama, a sister. Bring someone with you that can help us in our neighborhood.
Yeah. We're gonna give a prize for the person who brings the most people.
Oh, right out now, and we're gonna give a prize out to the person that brings the most people to the community meeting. There will be a prize. Okay?
And whoever brings young people.
And